the south side of Huntington Beach, one of the world's best surfers out here.
One of the biggest events we have the entire year. A lot of people hopeful to make that leap up to the championship tour.
Truly competing.
Flying down the line.
Uh-oh.
Call this the Challenger Series for a reason.
The US Open's like the mecca of all of Orange County. A lot of people might not understand how huge this event is for all the surfers.
You want to talk about emotion, you want to talk about passion.
Got the right one, boy.
He came out guns blazing with this turn.
Pia Zebrowski at 14 years old just keeps making history on the Challenger Series. Waves are starting to pulse.
I think this is as good as Huntington gets, like just perfect size and pretty much glassy all day.
No! That's what we like to see. Nadia Arastarbi, upside down. Best, hungriest surfers on the planet, fighting to achieve their dreams. Welcome to the US Open of Surfing, where beach culture and world-class competition collide. This is stop 3 of the Challenger Series, a global battleground where careers are made and championship tour dreams are on the line.
It's called the Challenger Series for a reason. It's challenging.
7 events, hundreds of surfers.
I think having diversity of waves, different locations, especially starting at Newcastle, finishing right there again. The inclusion of pipe on the calendar is huge.
Pipeline perfection. Oh, he likes it.
Going through the US Open, that's another animal.
3rd Challenger Series in. This is where you really set yourself up to build momentum towards the end of the year. They have to show up here with the mindset of no matter what the waves look like, no matter how many people are getting nailed by stingrays, no matter what happens, you're trying to make that leap to the championship tour, trying to get those sponsorship dollars to get yourself around the world and back.
Really good surfing, congratulations, yeah.
A win at the US Open is massive for any surfer's career.
Lawson pops it up in the air and puts it down.
Let's go.
Some of them have, witnessed for themselves why it's called the Dream Tour. I mean, the stakes are really high.
I feel like that's why we all watch the Challenger Series on a day like today, is the pitfalls of a bad loss, and it's the joys of a victory.
It's intense, it's unpredictable, and here in Huntington Beach, it's on full display. The round of 16 opens with a stacked heat. Morgan Siblick from Australia is calm and calculated. A former CT finalist known for power and polish. Michael Rodriguez brings CT experience and explosive frontside combos. Mateus Hurdy is the wild card, fast, fearless, and landing some of the biggest airs of the event. Mateus dropping hammers on every single wave.
The lone Australian, he's already got a good wave on the board. Morgs on the backhand is spicy.
Mateus Hurdy for a big move.
And a quality maneuver on the outside on a larger set wave too.
That's an 8.33. Michael Rodriguez.
Yeah, this is a good wave for Emrad. Oh, blows the tail strong on the outside.
He got a 7 for this. Mateus wants to back up that 8.33, pops it up. Wow.
What a start for the former world junior champ. Got a great heat, Mateus once again.
Rolling in, nice section right here. Let him hear it, HB. What an exchange.
Mateus is surfing the perfect heat right now.
Ocean can be cruel sometimes when the clock's on it.
Surfing so good, too.
Mateus Hurdy, as well as Michael Rodriguez, into the quarterfinals.
Good heat by Mateus once again, proving he belongs on the CT. Might be there later this year, Kai.
Oh, I'm so psyched. I'm not gonna lie, I was so stoked when I finally broke that wall. It was one of the things that I wanted to do was just get a big set and do a big turn, even if it was just one big turn on the set. And as soon as I heard his score, I was like, that's what they want, yeah, into the quarters, let's go. In the next heat, local standout Levi Slauson has home court advantage and momentum on his side. He's already dropped some of the highest scores of the event. Taro Watanabe is sharp and hungry. This Californian thrives in Huntington's tricky peaks. And South Africa's Luke Thompson rounds out the heat. Young, composed, and dangerous when he's on the rail. Luke Thompson, already with one massive win on the Challenger Series.
kid's such a good surfer. Look at his style, too. Again, a Luke Thompson.
Basically be a lock for the World Tour if he is able to cash in tomorrow on a finals day if he makes it.
Wataru Watanabe in that conversation of a surfer who could potentially punch his ticket to the championship tour. Surprise, surprise, Luke Thompson up again. Luke Thompson in the lead. Really smart heat right now. Levi Slauson found this little left, splitting the peak there. And just like that, Luke Thompson, who was on top of the world, he dropped to 3rd place.
I'm really not counting Luke Thompson out. He just needs the wave.
Well, here's Levi's chance. Big snap there, comes around another meaty section.
No.
That was by far the most critical section of that wave. Big combo.
8:03, right to first.
8:03 for Levi Slauson
Yes.
with 2 minutes left.
Wow.
Big moment there in Encinitas, California.
As the time ticks away.
Ladies and gentlemen, a quarterfinalist, along with the super stylish Taro Watanabe, heading to finals day. But man, a heartbreaker. Luke Thompson led that heap, but at the end, his backup just was not enough. Wow. Huntington Beach is going to be ripping it up tonight.
Yeah, I feel amazing. Just being at this beach so often, so it feels super familiar, and the stage is bigger, but I mean, I just competed against one of my best friends, Tara, and we've been doing this since we were little kids, so yeah, let's go Encinitas.
Good job. Good job.
He came out of nowhere and shocked the surf world. A teenage wildcard from Japan who took down the field and etched his name in Huntington Beach history.
The biggest win of his career.
Oh, a household name.
Not a semi-finalist, Hiroto Ohara.
The pressure is up, and the field is cut down. It's quarterfinal time at Huntington Beach. And it all kicks off with Mateus Herdy versus Dimitri Poulos. Herdy's been electric, spinning through the Huntington sky with fearless airs and non-stop energy. Poulos, local knowledge, raw power, and a backhand built for Huntington. Epic quarterfinal matchup. Ventura v Brazil, power versus progression.
Here we go. Mateus going to utilize his priority on this insane-looking right.
Slingshot right-hander. He got a big section in front of him. There's that power wrap. Nicely placed second turn.
Biggest wave of the heat so far.
6.83 start for Mateus Herdy.
Look at this, it is a big set, Mateus.
Big old alley-oop, and he rides out. How high did he just get? Give it up.
Now we're talking. That is a launch. Very, very unique. First we've really seen of the event.
Mateus Herdy comes through with a 9.5. Dimitri Poulos now.
This little runner right here throwing some spray to the sky. Look for him to go to the sky. There it is.
The crowd goes wild. That was power and progression all in the span of one wave.
That's so hard to do.
8.5. Now he needs a 7.84. 21 seconds left. Win, lose, or draw, Dimitri Poulos has been on an absolute tear through this contest. You love to see it go down to the wire. Mateus Herdy is now in the semifinals and looking like an event favorite.
Stoked to be in the semis, and yeah, I really want to win this contest, and well, just try to stay in the moment.
Every once in a while, the US Open delivers a moment nobody saw coming. Japan's Hiroto Ohara's breakout win in 2015 was one of them. Here we go. We're gonna start it off with a paddle battle. It's gonna be Hiroto Ohara up and riding on his backhand, this strong, powerful regular footer going vertical, sticking to the power game. That's what's been working so far. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. One of these surfers in the lineup is going to be $100,000 richer.
Hiroto has priority. There is a little set in the water.
He needs a 7.57. It's a big score, but we know that there are sevens out there. Who's going to go? It's Ohara and Hendrickson. Ohara on his backhand. 2 big turns out the back. Follows it up with a third, streaking down the line.
He finishes.
Setup turn, bam, goes vertical on the inside.
Hiroto Ohara, the 2015 Vans US Open champion.
Hiroto Ohara making his way from the early rounds onto the top of the world.
The biggest win of his career.
What are you going to do with $100,000? Are you going to spend it right away?
Trying to get a driver license and then get some cars.
Hiroto Ohara, your 2015 Vans US Open of Surfing champion.
10 years later, Hiroto's back in the quarters. And standing in his way, Taro Watanabe.
Let's go, let's go!
This is going to be a great matchup.
Here we go, Taro Watanabe. Wow, explosive projective. Ripping through every one of these turns, putting a little bit extra, and he gets the fourth. Nice steezy layback to finish.
Hiroto on his own Pier Bowl right. What's he got? Builds board speed, chucks it, reverses, and layback jam finish.
I love it, the Pier Bowl showdown.
Once again, Hiroto Ohara got the best of that exchange.
And he was able to recover priority in the process as well.
This is where kind of that chess match in these man-on-man heats matter. Taro, huge jam right there in the pocket. Hiroto at this stage, 14 minutes to go, so he's gonna stay near him and most likely take the next best wave, so he's gotta roll the dice. Taro kind of sucks him in. Nice carve there, drives it off the bottom, hammers it there. Wow, gonna better his score.
Yeah.
And the number is a 5.87 for Hiroto Ohara. Now the need for Taro Watanabe, a 7.13. That's up in the good range. Well, the support squad on the beach explodes here for Japan because they got a semifinalist in the way of Hiroto Ohara.
It's been 10 years since that win. Any familiar feelings?
There's no memory anymore. 10 years ago. I'm a new person, you know. I have kids, I have amazing wife, and yeah, I just want to show, and then I just want to show my surfing, and then hopefully get through the final.
Southern California surfers collide as Cade Matson from San Clemente takes on Levi Slauson from Encinitas. A spot in the semifinals is on the line.
Quarterfinal, number 4, out in the water for the men.
Here we go, Levi on the backhand, his opener. Big opening turn. He's gonna try and get right up there and do it again, and he does.
Hammering away, oh my goodness.
A flat 8 for Levi Slauson and a tremendous start.
Here goes Keita with the answer.
Cade trying to answer back. Matson fades the bottom turn. Nice fin release snap there, looks for the finish.
Oh yeah.
And gets through the finish, so nice answer back by Cade Matson.
Slauson gonna use priority kipes.
Cracks it right there, perfect timing. Draws it again, gets a little more fin kick, and then straight into the third. That's gonna definitely be a keeper. He even gave it the kind of lean back arms claim.
Well, there you go. Last score for Levi Slauson, a 7.33. Cade needing a 9.53.
Yeah, and the big boy out there looking left, and first turn in the pocket, really nice and tight. Deep bottom turn for the second one, and see, that's the power aspect I'm talking about. His strength pushes through the lip line.
Yeah, this is nice. Right there, bang, gets the tail kick, late drop. They always love that out here. We got a heat on our hands.
We do have a heat on our hands.
These are career-defining moments.
There was the block right there, and the block was enough to eat up the clock. No more opportunity for Cade Matson. Levi Slauson will be meeting Hiroto Ohara in the men's semifinal number 2.
From nose rides to cross steps, longboarding returns to Surf City for the first stop of the WSL Longboard Tour.
How was the nose ride there?
Wow, upsets all day here.
That's a great moment.
From nose rides to cross steps, longboarding returns to Surf City for the first stop on the WSL World Longboard Tour.
Huntington Beach, it's a perfect place to start it off because for these longboarders, this is a massive stage, a massive opportunity, and really sets the tone for the rest of their season.
From California to El Salvador, 24 men and 24 women chase points and prize money across 4 stops.
The variety of environments this season is really exciting.
Somewhere like Bells, you walk down the same stairs that all your idols have walked down. Like the history of surfing is so ingrained in that cliffside.
Stop number 3 is Abu Dhabi, and whoever is in the top 8 for both men and women then get a chance to compete for a world title in El Salvador.
It's just so good.
I love that wave in El Salvador so much. El Sunzal is such a great venue for longboarding.
It's going to be Rachel Tilley, second world title. What a moment this is.
I guess the motivation for this year is to now see if I can do it back to back.
From California to the world stage, Taylor Jensen's legacy in longboarding is already cemented, and he's not done yet.
Quiver of world titles from 211, 212, 217, and 224.
Taylor Jensen etches his name even deeper into longboard history, claiming his 4th world title.
Just unbelievable surfing.
Coolest thing ever, right? Like, get out of the water and the first people that greet you are your children. Like, sorry. That's just everything. I've been on the tour for 20-something years. Winning last year just makes me feel like I'm at the peak of my career.
Absolutely unprecedented, and he just looks as sharp and as lively as ever.
I think my why is just sort of proving people wrong who told me it wasn't possible or it wasn't a career path. I could make a living out of this. I'm traveling the world with my family, living the most incredible lifestyle. Still living the dream.
It's experience versus hunger in this semifinal clash. 4-time world champ Taylor Jensen brings power, poise, and a dominant track record to Huntington Beach.
Taylor Jensen, TJ, won at the US Open.
Facing him, Rogelio J.R. Esquivel, the pride of the Philippines, who's looking to break through. A spot in the final is on the line.
You know, for J.R. Esquivel, he has become really the main ambassador for surfing in the Philippines.
High level of skill, the way he moved through that flat spot.
Nice start, a 617. The mustaches are out, it's time to party. Taylor Jensen to this right-hander, gets to the nose, 5'10", hanging out there. Comes around that section, it's a drop knee turn, straighten things out. It looks like he's gonna make the connection with ease. He does, gets on the nose again.
Oh yeah,
Big finish. Look out, JR, it's an 817.
As we can see, TJ looking to get that backup score. That wave was a 3 when he took off, and he turned it into what I think could be at least a 6.
Spot on there, 5, 6, 7, but boom. JR fading towards the right, straight to the nose, 10 over, right in the pocket. There's the big turn. The beach is going wild. JR hanging 10 in the short break and can't get the finish. That would have been the number, but he went up against a brick wall in Taylor Jensen. 2 waves to smash his way to the final.
Good job, bro. Good job. And you.
Okay.
Taylor Jensen's strike ratios.
It all comes down to this. Australia's Kai Ellis Flint has been in form all event, mixing traditional style with smooth precision. But standing in his way is the defending champ and 4-time world title holder, Taylor Jensen, chasing yet another win in Huntington. 2 styles meet in the final.
Good vibes, my friend. Good vibes. Go, buddy.
Will it be a returning champ or we have a brand new champ? This is going to be a good one. Taylor Jensen, 5 over.
2 steps up to the 5, holds the 5, nose rise through that section, drop knee turn. Wham! That is masterfully ridden by TJ Taylor Jensen.
Comes through at a 6.83.
Kai Ellis Flint, this looks nice.
Quick 10 there.
Brilliant.
Towards the inside section. Good little combo of maneuvers there.
That was excellent surfing.
6.33 for his last wave. The beach is definitely going off right now. But watch out, we got some heels hanging.
Nice.
Kai Ellis Flint.
Really good, really good.
Gets the 10 on the inside. Sam.
That put my hair on end.
7.50 for Kai Ellis Flint.
He's the man, he's the winner. Big moment, Cote.
Oh, watch this reaction.
I'm just glad to be here right now. It's been a bit of an emotional day, but I'm stoked.
Ladies and gentlemen, Australia's own Kai Ellis Flint.
Kai Ellis Flint is your new number 1. Taylor Jensen is in second. Rogelio J.R. Esquivel and John Michael Van Hohenstein are locked in a tie for third. With the men's final in the books, the spotlight shifts to the women's division. The number 1 seed is Soleil Erico, taking on wildcard Avalon Gall in the women's final. A clash of experience and opportunity with the US Open title on the line.
Here we go, Soleil's up and riding.
Got a nice little nose ride at the start and carved it back into the pocket. A pretty nice ride.
Avalon with priority now. Looking to get to the nose immediately.
Redirects it into the curl.
Yeah, this should be one of the best scores of the heat. Comes through as a 6.67 actually.
Soleil looking for a 7.3 as Avalon uses her priority to take another one of those lefts.
Avalon Gall gets the best score of the final, a 6.83.
And let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen, your Lexus US Open of Surfing presented by Pacifico, women's longboard champion.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you to my mom and dad and all my amazing friends. Wouldn't be the same without all of you.
There's a new name at number 1 as Avalon Gall takes the lead. Soleil Erico slides to second, with Chloe Kalman and Maria Liagan holding strong in the top tier. Up next, the women hit the water for the quarterfinals.
Sophie McCullough. But watch out, you've got a shark in the draw, the saw blade.
San Clemente's own Sawyer Lindblad is locked in and looking to make a run. Women's quarterfinals kick off with Vahine Fierro and Brisa Hennessy, both with CT experience, both hungry to win here in Huntington.
This is just going to be a spectacular show of high-performance surfing.
Here we go, Brisa Hennessy driving off the bottom on a big section. Wow.
Our first wave on finals day is blasted. Brisa Hennessy comes through with a 6.5. Great way to start for this surfer representing Costa Rica. First look at Vahine Fierro in this quarterfinal matchup. She gets a nice, tidy two-turn combo. Love it. We're already going wave for wave. Vahine's wave comes through at a 5.33, so just keeping the pace set by Brisa Hennessy's first wave.
This is a classic US Open start.
On her backhand, deep driving bottom turn. Whoa, look at these ladies go.
Quick snap there for Vahine Fierro. So far, Vahine, a couple of good mid-rangers, a 5.33 and a 5-point ride.
Late drop, driving off the bottom, again, attacking that first section. Nice roundhouse.
This is an impactful wave right here. This came through at a 6.03 for good reason. Speed, power, flow, right there. We heard the whistles, the hoots and hollers coming up. Brisa absolutely slammed that right-hand pier bowl. Could potentially start to close the door on Vahine right now. Brisa Hennessy comes through with a victory over Vahine Fierro.
I fell off tour, gladly requalified, but I'm in a space of just complete gratitude of knowing that this is for my highest good.
Before she suited up this year, San Clemente's Sawyer Lindblad left her mark at the US Open in 2023. Sawyer Lindblad's first major win came on this beach, and it catapulted her to CT Spotlight.
The women's challenger hitting the lineup now, Sally Fitzgibbons, Sawyer Lindblad. And the local energy is getting behind the Goofy Foot's performance here through the inside section. Turns in an 8.93. It is official. Sawyer Lindblad is your champion of the Wallex US Open of Surfing, presented by Pacifico. The biggest win of her career.
Australia's Sophie McCullough and American Sawyer Lindblad face off next with a semifinal spot on the line.
This is going to be an insane matchup.
Here we go, Sawyer opening up. Wraps it off the top, gonna go up and over that little rib and clicks it off the oncoming section.
The way she's attacking these sections, you can tell she's feeling confident.
Sawyer Lindblad, deep bottom turn, hard carve, the top of that wave. Here's that big section. Slams it with impact.
Really projecting out of that last maneuver with that slingshot energy.
The crew is stoked. Comes through with a 7.83. Now Sophie McCullough, she needs a 7.83.
Only 1 minute on the clock will be her last ditch effort. Nice opening turn, comes around the corner, back up into it again. Two-turn combo, wraps it back one more time. Little double up here. Well, she was looking for the 7.83, Jeff. It comes through at a 5.67. Last I've read, 5.67.
Well, past champion comes through. Sawyer Lindblad, now a semifinalist here at the 2025 Lexus US Open of Surfing.
I'm just thinking about like one wave at a time, one heat at a time, but yeah, it would be really, really special to do it twice out here.
She goes up and over and then comes into that section.
Quarterfinal 3 features Nadia Aristarbe and Tia Zabrowski, both looking sharp and hungry for a finals berth.
Nadia Eroslabe, representing the Basque Country. Tia Zabrowski, representing France by way of Tahiti. This youngster here, just 14 years old, has been a surfing phenomenon.
Nadia Eroslabe out there, the Basque surfer. She opens up with the best of the heat so far.
Priority with blue, gonna utilize it. Here we go, Tia, she fades it. Nice opening carve in the pocket and then gets the 2-for-1, hitting that oncoming section, so good combo right there.
6.1 for Tia Zabrowski, so takes the lead.
Nadia on the backhand. Nice pocket right up into it. Round the corner again. Beautiful two-turn combo right there. Transitioning from the one move, engaging the rail and going right up into it again.
That seems to be the best score of the heat.
Yeah, 7-3-3. Nadia Eroslabe in the lead. Oh, that's a turn. Tia Zabrowski aiming for a 7.4 and on her way.
Combination of major maneuvers into the lip, carves it back, really nice and tight too. And how radical is the difference of that turn right there at the end?
9-point ride, ties for the highest score of the event. Tia Zabrowski on to the semifinals in spectacular fashion. Zabrowski on a tear.
Well, at the end, I had like a lot of pressure, and I was just like, my hands was shaking. I was like, okay, I just had to let it go on that one. We don't care about the results. I just like tried to do my best on that one, and yeah, really happy to get that 9 and to go through the semifinals.
Two of Europe's finalists go head-to-head in quarterfinal 4. Annette Gonzalez-Echavarri and Yolanda Hopkins are ready to battle.
Here we go, driving off the bottom. Can she get around it? Yes, she does, and perfectly times that opening turn.
5.17 for Hopkins. Here we go with Annette. Zooms off the bottom, carves off the top. That's more like it for the Basque surfers. Second committed turn.
Great combination, especially the timing on the second turn. As I said, spray matters.
Score in for Annette, a 7-point ride.
Good
so
scoring.
Gonzalez-Echavarri takes the lead. Yolanda Hopkins winds up, snaps, fair. Good looking wave here for Yolanda. Carves a second turn, gets 2 in. 6.27, Hopkins to the lead. Gonzalez-Echavarri now needs a 4.67 to take the lead back.
Here she goes, big wave for Annette.
Nice opening carve down, throws a bunch of spray on that second turn, and will she ride out? Super important, she needed that.
Rides out of it, so she should get the number. As a 5.93 for Annette. So she goes to first. The 18-year-old out of Basque Country is on to meet Tia Zabrowski in semifinal number 2 for the women.
The European girls are really firing. Yeah, we are pushing each other, so the level is going super high. We can see in the top 5, it's like, 4 Europeans, so yeah, super happy.
Everything has built to this. One heat, one winner. A U.S. Open champion awaits. All eyes are on center stage at Surf City. In front of a massive crowd, Brisa Hennessy and Sawyer Lindblad face off in a must-win semifinal. Both these surfers, championship tour experience, fighting with everything they got to build momentum going into the 2026 CT season. This is going to be a classic.
As we watch Sawyer on the backhand here, really loved that first turn.
A little bit of a bigger left and 5.17 on the board.
Sawyer Lindblad in the lead for now. Brisa Hennessy just needs a 4.35.
Brisa taking off here.
Sparky series of snaps right there and rides out. Textbook. Score comes through for Brisa Hennessy, a 6-point ride into the lead. Sawyer needs a 4.34, minute left. Here goes Sawyer. Slams it. Full force. Sawyer Lindblad, one step closer to being an elite company.
I think I had really high expectations, and then it ended up working out for me, so really happy.
Next up, two rising stars with everything to prove. The Phenom at 14 years old. Tia Zabrowski takes on Annette Gonzalez-Echavarri for a spot in the final. Annette Gonzalez-Echevarri, she was on a tear throughout this contest, absolutely ripping. Definitely became one of my new favorite female surfers. US Open is a place where you can really put your name on the map. Annette Gonzalez-Echevarri knows exactly what it takes to make it through these big heats. Quick snap. This came through at a 5.33. And some sets are rolling through now. Who's in the spot? It's gonna be Tia Zabrowski. Here we go, comes around this meaty section, straight up into it. Could you feel the beach shake?
That was the way that you hammer a section when it is only one option.
5.73. Annette in priority.
There it is.
That is great surfing. You can see that style that she has. 5.83, jumps into the lead.
That's a big pressure release.
Tia Zabrowski now needs a 5.44.
Very creative with that little bit of a layback turn, setting that rail so nicely. Never went flat on the fins, so I really like that wave from Tia.
6.67.
Annette can be so proud of her performance here at the US Open, but that was sick from Tia.
Finals are set. Tia the Phenom going up against Sawyer Lindblad. She's a San Clemente standout with championship tour experience. Sawyer Lindblad has already made her mark, and she's just getting started.
Sawyer Lindblad drops into this one. Gets into barrel, spin out. That's what she was waiting for.
Lindblad lighting up, a beautiful snap, nice carve off the top. She can just go upside down on demand.
This last year, I was able to really come into my own.
Sawyer's opening ride.
Yeah, super excited to see the start of this. Whoa, loved that second turn through so much spray. It's only a second showing here at Bells, and I'm so impressed with what I'm seeing.
Really proud of how I stepped up and I was able to perform at the highest level and perform under pressure.
Welcome back to Western Australia, Margaret River Pro. Big one for Sawyer Lindblad here, sitting in 10th position. Sawyer dropping in, it's a good looking wall, drives off the bottom, straight up into the lip. Oh!
You could see the disappointment on Sawyer's face after that.
A fall that could be extremely costly. Snake drops his head.
Unfortunately, in her second season, Sawyer Lindblad failed to make the mid-season cut.
She was one heat away from making it, so it's unfortunate, but she's going to bounce back. She's way too good a surfer and so solid that she'll be back.
Sawyer Lindblad is controlling this lineup.
Big section, straight up into it.
The women's tour is expanding, so she made the tour next year already, so she'll be bigger and better next year for sure.
I just want to come into the next season on the tour better than I was before.
The pier is absolutely packed. The beach, standing room only. It's winner take all. Sawyer Lindblad knows this moment.
Champion from 2 years ago, heading out for the final, Sawyer Lindblad.
She's been here before and knows what it takes. But Tia Zabrowski, the Phenom, has been the surprise of the event. She's not done yet.
She's only 14 and she surfs really good. She has a lot of power for a 14-year-old, great technique, and she charged, so can't wait for her to qualify for the CTA. She's on her way, and let's go.
We've got two absolute phenoms taking to the water. Sawyer Lindblad, she's won here before. Tia Zabrowski, one of the greatest things we've seen in women's surfing in a long time. It all comes down to this 35-minute final.
That's already guns blazing with Tia going to that backhand weapon.
That turn was electrifying.
I'm blown away.
6.67. This could be the recipe for Sawyer. That first turn was so snappy and powerful. That was a lightning fast switchblade of a backhand snap. 6.5 on her second wave.
Wave for wave.
They're having fun. This is what you want. You want to watch this in the finals.
Sawyer Lindblad paddling into this left-hander. There's the oncoming section. She slams it. Two-turn combo there. 6.23 for Sawyer Lindblad. But watch out, here goes Tia Zabrowski. Deep bottom turn, straight up into the lip. Has to cut the second one short.
This first turn is unbelievable.
Have you ever seen a 14-year-old surf with this much composure?
I don't think so. Here goes Sawyer. This looks like a nice little wave.
Oh, a gem of a left-hander. It's running down the line. She gets up at it aggressively, involved in the lip there, throwing the tail out. Sawyer Lindblad comes through the 6.67. Last score comes through for Tia Zabrowski. It's a 5.90, not enough to get her into the top spot. One more exchange with 20 seconds left. Sawyer Lindblad, she's got priority. She can block Tia. This wave didn't have to be perfect. All it has to do is get her to the beach. There's the countdown. And that means Sawyer Lindblad is a two-time U.S. Open champion. San Clemente, rise up. You got another title coming back to your town.
I feel like I've definitely grown as a surfer. My first one here made me get onto the CT and kind of like set me up for my career. And this one just feels extra special, especially after not making the cut. That was pretty hard on me. So this feels really good. Got some redemption.
Go! Give it up to our two-time U.S. Open champion. After a huge week in Huntington, here's where the women stand. Tia Zabrowski takes over the #1 spot on the Challenger Series. Yolanda Hopkins sits in second, and Sally Fitzgibbons rounds out the top 3.
Levi setting up the ramp, gets the projection, gets the spin.
Levi Slauson, men's final. Matthias Hurdy, currently ranked #2. If he wins this event, he's on the top of the list.
90 seconds away.
Matthias needs something big.
Whoa!
And
It's finals day in Surf City, and 4 men are still in the hunt. We got the superstars of surfing, everyone looking well prepared and ready to rip. The semis are set, and every heat from here on out is do or die.
And it is time for our men's semifinals. In the first heat, we got Matthias Hurdy coming up against Michael Rodriguez.
Matthias Hurdy has been electric all event, launching airs, pushing limits, and feeding off the energy of the crowd.
Well, for a long time, Matthias Hurdy has had huge expectations behind him. People were calling him an absolute phenom, but the results weren't telling the same story. Finally, he's broken through. He's in the semifinals here at the U.S. Open, where he belongs.
Here we go, Red out the back, going for the chuck out into the flats and lands it there for Matthias.
Goes in at a 5.33, so I feel at this point in the heat, Matthias will take that. That's fine.
Rodriguez, bang, drifts the fins, drives back out onto the open face and clicks it again.
Really like what I'm seeing, attitude-wise, body language.
This is a 6.33.
Taken off on the backhand, comes around the corner and goes straight up into it. Nice hook right there.
5.23 for Rodriguez, and he takes the lead. Matthias Hurdy has to answer back. Hurdy skips the rail on the bottom turn, but makes up for it somehow in the air.
And it comes through as the best of the heat kite, but what an air.
The 6.87. Welcome Matthias Hurdy into the final.
The waves were hard. It was hard to surf, so yeah, I don't know. I was really nervous because I know how good my kid is, and yeah, I'm so stoked, so stoked.
In semifinal 2, Hirota Ohara, the 2015 U.S. Open champ, is back in form and quietly charging through the draw. He's matched up against Levi Slauson, a local from Encinitas who has the momentum on his side and the crowd behind him. Levi Slauson from Encinitas, California. His run through the U.S. Open has gone through some of the best of the best. And right now, as we head into the semifinals, he's going up against past champion Hirota Ohara. It's going to be a huge test for Levi Slauson.
Hirota Ohara up against Levi Slauson for the last spot in the finals.
Hiroto right here. Good looking wave, comes around the corner. Big section, big turn.
It was a 5.43. Second wave for Hiroto.
Wow, that was nasty. Throwing it all the way around with a lot of speed.
Hiroto's score, a 6.5.
And now Blue, he's going to answer. Good section right there. Nice turn. Drives out of it, generating speed. Look at this combo. And another for Levi. That was a good wave right there.
7.33 for Levi Slauson.
Levi setting up the ramp. Gets the pop, gets the projection, gets the spin.
It's going to be Levi Slauson for the men's final.
Final, how do you feel? One more to go. Let's do this. Yo, good job. One more. Waves are pumping, vibes are good down here. There's a huge crowd on the beach, so I mean, this is what I've worked for my whole life, and yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy it and take it all in, and yeah, I want to take it home for California.
After a week of standout surfing and high drama, it all comes down to this. Levi Slauson from Encinitas, riding a dream run on his home soil. Mateus Hurdy from Brazil, lighting up Huntington with some of the event's biggest airs.
Mateus Hurdy, currently ranked number 2. If he wins this event, he's on the top of the list.
Mateus high in the lip line, gonna project pop. This one he's gonna ride out of cleanly.
Just wanted to get the ball rolling, and he did, so that coming in 5 points for him.
Mateus has a winning average over Levi Slauson.
I can guarantee you that Levi knows that too. There's an extra motivation to want to defeat him here.
Here's his first wave. Slauson pops it up in the air and puts it
Let's
down.
go!
In a big fashion. Tail high, inverted, 7.33, so a strong start for the Encinitas surfer. Here we go, Mateus. Let's see what he has for us. He's gonna stick to the rail on this first snap. Looks for a little ramp, gets the pop, puts it down like he always does. Turning our attention to Levi Slauson on the backhand.
Big vertical smash, that's what he was looking for. Again, nice setup carve, he's gonna finish. So there's his backup wave. Well served for Levi Slauson.
6.17 for Slauson. Mateus Hurdy needs a 7.93.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hands high.
And he's going to get into it a little bit late. He just made a big priority error.
And he needs to settle down. You've already caught 8 waves.
Here he goes on the left. Board gets away from him. Here he goes again, and unable to ride out again.
12th wave ridden for Mateus.
Fades to the bottom, snaps off the top. Vicious snap. One more time. Too late to that.
This is his 14th wave ridden so far in this final.
Here he goes, keeps on trying. That's gonna be his 15th wave ridden. Well, that's the 16th wave ridden. 17 waves by Mateus Hurdy, 4 waves for Levi Slauson.
90 seconds away, and he might be keeping him off. No, he's gonna let him go.
Needs something big.
Whoa!
And he'll pull it off.
Is it a 7.93?
Well, he's making it interesting, I can tell you that.
He's making it interesting. The Brazil team thinks he's got the number.
Perseverance, the heart. Nearly catching 20 waves here in the final.
7.7, not enough.
Levi Slauson, the victor.
Man, there's no better feeling than that right there. At the beginning of the year, you look at the top of the mountain and you just want to get to the top. And right now, he is there looking down.
You did it.
Good job, buddy.
All the times of, hard losses and, all the times of doubting yourself and all those different things, like, these wins mean everything to us. I mean, I've worked for this my whole life, and I'm just in disbelief.
After a week in Huntington Beach, the men's rankings on the Challenger Series are starting to take shape. Jacob Wilcox stays in the top spot. Mateus Hurdy climbs to number 2, and Levi Slauson makes a huge jump to 4th, his highest ranking yet. On the next episode of Inside Pro Surfing, the road to the Lexus WSL Finals Fiji runs straight through Tahiti. A huge swell, a brutal reef, and some of the world's best pushing it to the edge, the Lexus Tahiti Pro.